everybody. We're so happy you're here today. This is our very last live stream of 2020, and I am super excited to be here with you guys today. So, how is everybody? How are your holidays? Let's start with you, Story Detective.
It was good. It was surprisingly good considering, but yeah, it was quiet, but we did a lot of cooking and we enjoyed ourselves. We ate a lot too.
I had stuffing and pie for breakfast today, and for most days throughout this entire week. That's good. I'm so glad. We really did try to slow down. We actually had a really nice Christmas too. How about you, Carol? How was your holiday?
My holiday was pretty good. I spent it with my family. And the first thing when I got out of the airport and I was talking to my dad, he was like, okay, so in this part of Florida, you have to say hello and wave to people. And I was like, oh, okay. Because where I live, you don't make eye contact. So, and sure enough, as soon as I was walking down the street, somebody was like, good morning. I was like, good morning, sir.
I think maybe there's part of that is true because especially in the coastal areas, people are outside a ton. They're walking and they're taking their dogs out, or they're bird watching, or doing whatever crazy stuff they do out there. Alligator hunting, who knows? And so I think there's something to that. I think people are out and friendlier. It probably depends on the parts of Florida, though. Your dad's probably right. Michelle, you went on a little trip. How was that?
It was great. We just found another little Airbnb. It was on a lake. It's like this teeny little cabin, but the deck was on the lake, and there was a tub. So it was awesome. It was just really quiet, and nobody was there. I guess because of the holidays, nobody was in the area, so all the walks we took around, it was just nobody else was there. It was great.
That is so awesome. Amy, somebody is here. How are you today?
I'm good. I finally managed to kick the gremlins this week with my 4th technician visit in just the month of December.
Oh my God.
I told them I'm not going to shut up this time. You're just going to have to replace the whole damn thing. And so I finally got it. So I've been working my butt off for the last couple of days trying to catch up on everything that I couldn't do for almost 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Because of stupid gremlins. So it did make my holidays better though, because I couldn't work even though I tried.
Right.
So I had a lot more time off.
I think there's something to that, right? I think there is there's something like with those sort of forced shutdowns, that there's something really delightful. You guys, I just opened up this window so that I could find us a timer, and it first went to my thing, and I just got to 1,000 subscribers.
Congrats.
Thank you.
That's pretty good because you started about a year ago, right?
Yeah, just a bit over. I started really during I technically started the channel, I think, before that, but I didn't start posting really till NaNoWriMo month. So, oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. Yay! All right, let me say this. Last night I was at $9.99, and then this morning I woke up and I was at $9.98. And I remember the same thing happened to Robert, where he would get a couple ahead and then go back.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I'm super happy that it just happened right now.
Awesome.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. So, yay, you're awesome. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat, the awesome people who hang out with us every week. And then we will do intros all around, and we'll do some sprinting today. Here we go. So, Judy Marcella was first. Yay. We're so glad you're here today. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Gene's back. I wanted a sleep number bed for Christmas, but he got this mirror gym thing, at least when I called to complain. She picked up on it and told me to find meditation page. All right, that's awesome. Eva's here. Hello, Eva. Joanne and Jen. Yay. We're so glad you made it today. Georgie's here. Hello, Georgie. We're so glad to see you. Carrow's here in the chat. That's always nice. Oh my gosh. Like first time. Okay. Thank you very much, honey. That was he like never. He always watches the stream, but he almost never comments. That was very sweet. Thank you, dear. All right, here we go. So Joanne Ninja Hen says, I have a fair bit of spreadsheeting to do. Someone's care. What do? Make a spreadsheet, then you like sprinkle tacos around it in a circle, and then Carrow magically appears. All right.
My summoning circle, I've determined that my summoning circle, let's see, spreadsheets, tacos, hot coffee, a puppy in need.
See? Yes, those are all good things to summon a Carrow. Very, very nice. Spence, we're so glad you're here today. There we go. What do you have to trade? What would you trade for a spreadsheet?
Depends on what kind of spreadsheet you need. Like if you need one of like those detailed, integrated like finance ones, like we gotta talk. But if you're just kind of like, I'm just trying to organize my social media, I'm like, oh, that takes like 10 minutes. That's fine.
You've got that. Good job. All right. Very nice. Just Eva, thank you so much. Adega Outlaw's here. Hello. Happy New Year, we hope. I'm very excited about that. I feel very good about the new year. I feel very good. It's good. All right. Ta-da. And Eva says, congrats on 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, Eva. I'm super excited. I'm like more excited than I like realized I would be, which is kind of a goofy thing. It's an odd metric, but I also think the fact that it happened like right before the year changed over feels like something magical to me. So I'm super excited. Mm. Jeannie says we still have to make our chimichangas for the holiday. When should I be at your house? I have been quarantining for 10 months. I will wear gloves and a mask, and I'll just stuff the chimichangas up underneath. I love
on the plane ride back, I sat next to a woman, literally no joke, in a spacesuit. and I'm in the middle seat because Mr. Brown and I have a standing rule where if the person in the 3-seater is a guy or a girl, well, the correct person will sit next to them. So it was a chick. And this poor lady, she's like all pressed up on the side, trying to get away from me. And I'm kind of like, I feel really bad for you. Like, I can't do anything.
Oh, when my mom flew, we got her like the HN95 mask, which is like the N95 mask, except it's manufactured and certified in China rather than in the US. That's the difference between those two masks. And, you know, and she had like the gloves and everything like that, but she was not wearing a spacesuit. So I hope your lady in your seatmate, I hope she got to her destination safely and that she feels comfortable, because that's scary. Maybe she has an autoimmune disorder or something. So, all right, Allie Unicorn's here. Yay! Edging my way back into writing. I haven't written anything for over a month. I need to brainstorm and plan out a bit. That is what I've been doing my month of December. So I feel like we should talk today. We'll talk about it after the break or after the sprint. I feel like we should talk today about what we're looking forward to writing-wise in January. What are your big plans for the new year? All right, Eva. Oh, you're so sweet. Laurel's here. Hey, Laurel. We're super glad. Eva says super chat's coming soon. Thank you. All right, very nice. Oh, Eva says, Michelle, that looked like such a lovely cabin. Oh, from your blog, right? Yeah. Very, very nice. Okay, super chat talk. Spence says it's buying attention. All right, here we go. Just Eva says, very last Wednesday of 2020, you hit 1,000 subs. I'm so glad I could make the screen. You guys, like, I am so grateful that it happened now, today. I am, like, super, super grateful. So thank you very much for that. All right, hello. We're super happy to see you. Oh, my gosh, we have a nice crowd today. Better Days Zellers, good morning. We're so glad you're here. Welcome to the stream. So before we go any further, let's go ahead and do our little intros, and I will track down the timer for today's warm-up sprint while everybody talks about what you will be working on and introduce yourself and your awesome channel. So I'm going to start with Michelle today. Michelle, tell us about you, your channel, and what you're going to be working on today.
All right. I am a middle grade and young adult author, and my writing channel is Writing Workshops and Traditional Publishing Chat. And okay, so I have definitely been in holiday mode. I have not been working, which is as it should be. We all need a break, right?
Yes.
While I was at the cabin, I did some work on my beat sheet for the novel that I've been kind of vlogging about. And this is the fun and game section. But like, I haven't put them on the board yet, and they've lost all their stickies. And I also just don't remember what I came up with. So I'm going to start by like transcribing them onto other stickies and maybe like getting them in order and developing the idea and seeing if I can even get into the second half of Act 2. Because the goal I set for myself for December was to have a beat sheet completed for this book by the end of the year, which would be tomorrow. And I do have like the finale kind of thought out, but that whole fucking Act 2, man, is always Act 2 is just always brutal. So that's kind of what I want to. I'm hoping that just being around a bunch of writers today will get me back in the mood to work on it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just feel happy, Michelle, that we are like sticky twins. Look. All right, that is awesome. That is awesome. So, Caro, tell us about your channel and what you will be working on today.
My channel is kind of the life of Caro Brown. There's not much coming out on there right now because I'm in the middle of moving. So
empty background.
Yeah.
I was so happy you showed up today because I didn't think you were going to be here. So I feel honored that you're doing it right, that you're streaming live from the empty office. Very nice work.
Yeah, and then I might stream one more time from the Chromebook. So if you like robot voice, that will definitely be a thing. I'll probably just be signing to you guys on the stream, like. But I'm working actually on Mad Raptor production stuff because the start of the year is about to happen. So I have to work on the 12-week plan cycle. So I basically operate everything within a 12-week cycle because that's just how I get things done. So I have to make all those goals and things. And somebody was talking to me earlier about using a different organization board. So I have to get that set up today, but I already have it kind of set up. So I just have to tweak it and then throw it at her and then have her tell me if it's right or wrong. So.
Very nice. Speaking of organization boards, I have a quick sidebar. I have been dying to remember the organization board system that you told me about. It's like 3 sections. When you have a project that you want to do, you put it at the top. In the middle means you're working on it, and the bottom section means you are you've completed it. What is that called?
Kanban? Isn't that a Kanban?
Yeah. What is it again?
Kanban board.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my understanding of it. I've never tried it before.
I haven't either, but I'm going to, for my big goals for the year, I want to do it this year, and I wanted to know what it's called. If someone knows how to spell it, I'd super appreciate it if you'd put it in the chat.
Kanban.
Kanban.
Kanban. Yeah.
It's
All
Japanese, so it sounds exactly like it's spelled like exactly how it sounds. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Robert Jones, tell us about you, your channel, and what you're going to be working on today.
Well, my channel is The Story Detective, and we analyze everything story-oriented under a Sherlockian microscope. And yes, my channel still exists, by the way. And we'll have more of that in the near future. Today, I don't know what I'm going to be working on unless Amy has some more stuff she needs for the website. I think I might be finished with a project, so I'm actually between things. So I guess I'm going to research stuff today and see where it goes.
Nice. Very, very nice. Good job. Amy, welcome. Tell us what your channel is all about.
It's all about the void that is the internet. The absence of presence in the void. The big joke is I don't have a channel, in case anyone in the audience doesn't already know that. I'm an SEO consultant who, even though I'm also the social media manager for Mad Raptor, I don't actually participate in my own social media. I don't have a website either because I'm professional like that. And today I finally got my internet back on Monday. Like, I've been fighting with it this whole month. And so I've got my foot on the gas pedal with all my leftover 2020 projects on it, and I'm not stopping until they're done. So I still have to recoup today to make sure that everybody that I need something from knows what it is. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing for this stream, is just looking at my Kanban board, because I do use one.
Oh, good.
And I also use sticky notes, and I wish I could show you guys, but that would require me turning on my camera, which I don't do. But my family got me these sticky notes for Christmas, and there's a pink one and a yellow one, and it has like laser cut the words into them. Like, the pink ones are urgent, and then the yellow ones say to do, but it's like laser cut into the sticky note, so it's like carved out. And they're super cute. And I'm like, I don't really got anything that's urgent, but I like pink more than yellow, so everything's going to be urgent today. So
that's funny. That's really
the
funny.
work recap and just taking advantage of these productivity streams. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. CO Savvy's here. Hello, CO Savvy. She says just slipped on Lisa's segue to Amy's CO Savvy. We heart you, baby. All right. So hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Daly. I'm a traditionally published author of both contemporary romance and nonfiction, if you didn't already know that. And here on my channel, we talk about how to write a book you're proud of and get it published. And we do writing sprints, which we are going to start right now. So first, I know, right? Another one. I'm on like a segue. Like, I'm not going to say it, because if I do, I'll jinx myself. Here's what's happening. Here's what's happening. We are going to do a 5-minute warm-up sprint. We are going to do this one with the silent countdown, but we'll go back to ocean sounds when we do our 20-minute. Here is the fantastic little screen. Can we all see that? Yes, we can. All right, everybody. So let's just
Come back, Lisa. Lisa.
All right.
God damn it, Amy.
I know. What?
They followed
What
me.
happened? What? All right, you guys, here's what's happening. We're going to get our drinks. We're going to stretch our little fingers. We're going to do our little warm-up. Put everything out on your desk that you're going to need. We'll do a 5-minute warm-up sprint. When we come back, we will chat a little bit about what we are all going to be working on. So you guys in the chat, let us know. And here we go. 5-minute sprint. Let's do it.
Yes.
All right. Very nice. Here we go. I'm going to go back to the comments section. Everybody all warmed up, ready to roll?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very, very nice. I'm sorry, guys. I was like just completely enjoying the chat. Ooh, and StreamYard just did like a crazy, crazy jump. So delightful. Everybody in the chat, what are you guys working on today? CO Savvy says, hi, Daily Brown Detective Schusterman. Somebody, friends, we're so glad you made it today. Very nice job. Just Eva weighed in on the whole super chat, not to super chat thing. She says it's supporting a tuber, and I love it. Jeannie Marcella, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are so sweet. All right, what'd she say? I don't know. 1K in 30-minute sprint may be fitting, but not to start. Carrow could do that number in a 30-minute sprint.
I have.
Yeah, I do not doubt it. I do not doubt it. All right, here we go. See us. Thank you, Georgie. See us says wishing I was in South Korea or the Philippines, so it'd be December 31st already. Sheesh. Sayonara 2020. I completely agree. I could not feel more. I've been working on like my 2021 plans for all of December. I will say though, I took Carrow's advice. Carrow said that like take time off, and I took her advice, and I feel so like relaxed. I feel excited about the new year. I feel anxious to get going on my projects, and I think that was the best advice that I've probably gotten all year. I'm like, oh, I'm not working. I'm just, you know what I did yesterday? My mom and I Marie Kondo'd my pantry. It looks
that's cool.
It's like a miracle. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I wish you guys had been there, because when she and I were talking, I was like, Lisa, you can't take time off. And she was like, but you have my permission. Stop working.
I really needed someone to say that, because this is the thing about like when you're working for yourself, right? When you're responsible for your own deadlines, your own projects, you do often feel like you can never really take a lot of time off. And I used to be better. I used to take the whole summer off. What is going on with your coffee cup, Michelle? Is that a coffee cup?
Camera.
Oh, camera. I'm like, is it leaking? What's happening? You're okay. That makes more sense.
I need to vlog this as part of the process, and I spread all the Post-its
out. Oh, I love
it.
I love it. It looked like a little black coffee cup, and I was like, is it leaking? What's happening? And I'm thinking you're just being like super calmly, I'm just going to go off the screen so I don't have coffee on my lap. Okay. I feel better about that. If you say Carrow Brown 3 times in front of your spreadsheet, Little doo-doos here. Thanks for this great live chat. It's professionally done, and many great guests who are knowledgeable. Happy New Year. Are you a real person, doo-doo?
You know who I am. I don't think we've talked.
Well, so thank you so much, little doo-doo. We certainly appreciate the compliment. All right, here we go. That's nice. Very nice. Spen's hella burnt out at the moment, but I woke up with a strong desire to make the things. So I pushed the holiday piles off my desk, and I'm going to try. Yay! We're super glad. Very proud of you. Good job. CO Savvy says a taco crunch will summon Carrow every time. I know that to be true, that it's true.
No, because that means somebody's eating the taco.
How about the rustling of like the taco? Well, I was saying the rustling of the taco paper if the tacos are takeout tacos. What if they're homemade tacos? How do you know?
The sound of shredding cheese landing on top of the taco.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah. Now, guess who wants tacos for lunch? All right. Everybody, that's a trick question. Okay. Joanne Ninja Head, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Did I already go through these? I think I skipped some. All right. Hello. We're so glad you're here. I do think I did this. Better Days Zellers. I did. Hi. Welcome back again. All right. Here we go.
I think on my list for 2021 is a different camera. This cheap one I picked up secondhand is very dark, which I guess is fitting. I look kind of like a vampire, or maybe I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
You heard it here first, everybody.
I'm Batfire.
I love that joke that says, like, I'm not saying Robert is Batman. I'm just saying, have you ever seen Robert and Batman in the same room at the same time? I love that joke.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. When we first started this stream, we used to always talk about, was it Robert and Caro? I can't remember. Do you remember, Robert? We always say that you guys were the same person because only one of you could ever be on screen at the same time. Like your camera would go out, but then Caro would be here. All right. So
Every
Joanne,
detective has to be a master of disguise.
exactly. Joanne Ninja Hand says, "Oh no, my OTD is acting up." Lisa only said we have a nice crowd. We have such a nice crowd today. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. Speaking of that nice crowd, what are you all working on today? Laurel says sticky notes do not agree with me. Oh, I'm so confused. Really? You don't love sticky notes? Like, I can't even fathom a world that would be acceptable to live in without sticky notes. Explain. Okay. MM Ward says hashtag Mad Raptor Productions. Hashtag yeah, awesome. Very good. For those of you who don't know, Mad Raptor Productions is CARROW'S awesome publishing company. Yay! Super, super proud of you. All right, Joanne, go ahead. Go ahead.
Fun story. I had a flashback to being a teacher because on the day that we closed the submissions, I had checked like the day before, and I was like, oh man, bummer, we didn't get any new ones, right? And so like on the day I went to close them, it was like, you have 12 new entries, and I was like, oh.
Isn't that how it always happens?
Yeah.
Always.
So I didn't mind. It gave me something to read in the airport because I just downloaded all the samples, and I was like, so.
That's good. That's good. You can tell too. I have a question that I'm sure many of our fine folks here would like to know. How many pages do you read before you or this is not for us?
I know you asked a really amazing question, but all I heard was robot voice. Can you say it again?
Yes. Was it me? Okay, so you just disappeared. I thought that was funny. I asked the question and then I saw the swirly thing on your camera. So I thought, ooh, that's the best avoidance ever. So what I said was, I'm sure that a lot of people here would like to know, when you are looking at these submissions, about how many pages are you reading before you know, okay, this could be something or not for me?
So for me, and I can't speak for other publishers because they do things differently, I check out the first 300 words. I'm looking for setting, tone of voice, pacing, who am I, where am I? I want to see how well that the writer can ground me in that setting. And then if it does do that, then I'll keep reading. And then for those of you who don't know or aren't aware, when I do a full manuscript request, I don't immediately start reading the full manuscript. What I do is I jump to the middle of the manuscript and I start reading there. And the reason I start doing that is because I'm looking for typos, inconsistency, grammar issues, because everybody will polish the first 20 pages of their manuscript to perfection, but all the work comes after that. So I go to the middle and I see how much work it's going to take, and then I make a decision after that.
Sneaky, Carol.
Good way to look at it, yes.
I know, right? That's really smart. You are right? Everybody's first 20 pages are polished to a high sheen, but the middles, which are always the hardest, yeah. Good job. Very nice. All right, guys, now you know what you need to do. All right, Doll's here. Hello, Doll.
Hey, Doll.
I'm so glad you made it today. Everybody says hi to Doll. Everybody loves Doll. Doll says she's not on cam because she's talking with Mom today. Tell Mom we say hello. Moon Buddy Creatives here. Hello. Just running through to drop a like and remind you all to stretch, hydrate, back up your work, and Hulk smash the like button. You are so sweet. Thank you so much for being here today. You got, Just Eva says Amy's channel's on the dark web.
I know.
That is awesome. All right. I think I've like caught up with this middle chunk of comments that I missed. Tina's here. Hello, Tina. We're so glad you're here. All right. I'm going down. So CO Savvy says the Batman confession makes sense though, Robert. What would a story detective want with a lightsaber?
I'm also a little bit on the dark side, which makes sense that I'm in bad lighting.
Right. There you go. Okay, so Spence is I'm supposed to be, as in wanting to be writing or arting or any of that, but I'm drowning in mess and chaos. Being here is a big deal right now, so I'm bullet journaling and planning baby spec. Oh, thank you so much. We're so glad you made it. All right. We are going to help you get your stuff done. So we are going to go back into a 20-minute sprint. Get my little window open. We're going to get some words done today. Guess who checked the audio box? Dahl's presence has definitely made an impact in our lives today. All right, I'm going to take the comment off the screen. Carol, would you like to give us like a little pep talk before we get started with our 20-minute sprint? Oops, except the timer wants to go without you. All right, go ahead.
Sure. All right, guys, it's one of the last Writing Wednesdays that we have in 2021. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to say fuck it to this year. So we're going to look at our keyboard and we're going to be like, this year's terrible, but I will write some fucking fantastic words. All right? Say it with me. I will write some fucking fantastic words. And we are going to do it in 3.
I totally blew it. I was so engaged in the pep talk.
2 and 1. Right.
All right. Let's get rid of this thing. There we go. All right. So how did everybody do? And I can't remember. Did we talk about? I know we talked about what Michelle's working on today. Carol, what are you working on today?
I am working on what is this? I'm working on workflows, basically transferring everything I have into this app so that way I can share it with people so that I stop asking me when stuff is due.
That's excellent. Very nice. Story Detective, you said you're going to be doing some research today.
Yeah, I decided to do a little research for cityscapes for a certain Spider-Man drawing. There was something I was looking for that had like a construction skyscraper in silhouette. And I remember it looking very neat, but I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, no.
But,
no.
I'm going to do something else. I have an idea. Back to more of my original thought. I did find this. So it's almost psychedelic kind of
Hold on.
building.
I love that. Right, it's like you're lying down on this in the middle of the street.
All those reflections
that's
to try to
super
draw,
cool.
though. I think I might go a little more batty trying to finish that one.
That's very
I did save
cool,
it for
though.
something.
That's
it's gonna
very cool.
maybe in an altered form become a part of some piece of art somewhere down the line.
It's super cool. Super cool. All right, good. So Michelle, you're working on transferring all your sticky notes.
Yep.
I will be doing that soon because I know you guys remember my small whiteboard that one time fell off the wall in the middle of a stream. I think it might have been Carrow's stream. I don't remember.
It was great. It was. You were like, look at this thing, and it swung and then fell off, and we were like, we broke your thing.
Right. Well, that was always a temporary whiteboard. When at my old house, I had a massive whiteboard that was on my closet doors, and I'd cut it so that it worked with bifold closet doors. So the closet still worked normally, but it was like cut into two pieces. And then when the closet was closed, it was this massive whiteboard. But I have a lot of windows in my current office, and I don't have a ton of space. So I had the closet doors at my house. So I did get a pretty good size whiteboard. And so we are going to install that before the new year. So I too will be transferring sticky notes, and I'm sort of feeling like I might have to redo them just to put a little fresh juju, little fresh energy on those notes. So Amy, what did you do? What are you working on today?
I managed to tick off one of my tasks. I got a document to someone who I need them to review it, but that task is completely done, so I can mark it off now and move on to the next one.
Excellent.
Which is going to be another list document for someone else.
Very good. Well, I am working on social media stuff today. Let's hear what our chatters are working on today. Ooh, Spence started working on January bullet journal. That is awesome. You guys, I wanted to tell you that Carrow and I have moved this weekend's Boozy Planorama to Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're wondering on Saturday where we are, we're not there. We'll be.
It's my fault. I got double booked. I was like, hey.
No biggie. And I'm on vacation. So I was like, no probs. I can move. No big deal. All right. So we're going to be doing that on Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be over on Carrow's channel. So as soon as I get the thumbnail to her, that will be up, I would imagine, reasonably soon, because we all know how efficient Carrow is. So yay. I have been working a ton on my new planner, my new publishing only planner. Look. Oh, you want to see it? It's super, super cool. Hold on. Look. Whoa.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you so much. So I gave publishing its own planner, again, on the advice of Carol Brown, because she said for things that are really important to her that she gives them their own planner. And I thought, you know what? Publishing needs its own planner, right? You're the queen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so good job, Spence. Super proud of you. I hope to see you on Sunday. Yeah? Oh, good. Okay. Well, I'm excited about it, having just that in one place. And also, I have been reading this awesome book called Make Time, and I am loving it. So if you have been struggling during the last year with just getting stuff done, this might be a book that you want to check out. All right. Jeannie Marcella, 86 words. Woohoo! Working on her urban fantasy. Jeannie Marcella has not had any problem producing this year. She has like had one book after another coming out.
She is a machine, and our books are dating.
I know. I secretly hope they'll get married. All right. Hope to finish the first draft in the next few weeks. I know, I'm such a dork. I'm sorry.
I love it.
All right. Shio Savvy says, fun fact, I don't really like horror, but I've been addicted to Sweet Home on Netflix. Asian horror knows what's terrifying. Not jump scares, unforgiveness, and the thought that you might be a monster. Ooh. We have not seen that, and I'm surprised because the Horror Geek keeps us up to date on all the horror offerings. What were you going to say, Amy? I'm sorry, I ran right over.
I was just going to say, I completely agree. I was just talking to somebody the other day because my boyfriend is a big horror geek too. And I'm like, dude, you know, like blood and stuff popping out of the corner does not scare me. Whether or not that woman is going to snap and murder all of her family does scare me. Like, I was just having that same conversation that the jump scares aren't that scary. It's the, oh no, what are they going to do? They're going to lose it. I know it. That's scary.
Yeah,
so
it's about suspense, really, and what you imagine might happen, because so much of it, I mean, it's rare that a jump scare actually startles me because you see it coming so much of the time.
I got the last jump scare I got that genuinely like, oh, like it got that reaction out of me. As not embarrassed, but as funny as it is to admit, it was in the Harry Potter movie, one of the last ones where they're hunting down the Horcruxes. And it's that one scene where they're down in that cavern and it's like really dark lit, and they're showing you this edge of the pond and all these big fat rocks, and you know it's coming. You know something's getting ready to just jump out and attack you. And even though I knew it was coming, it still genuinely got me to oh and make the noise and everything. That was the last good jump scare I got. So it's been 5 minutes since I got one. I saw that in theaters. So,
go ahead. Sorry.
I was just agreeing with Robert. If you know they're coming, they never really have that effect, really. It kind of, the suspense is in the other elements.
They always have that effect on me. I have a super high startle reflex. So like I can literally see you coming and you'll still I still will jump. And this is endlessly entertaining to the Horror Geek as well as anyone else who it does not scare easily. I will jump like through the roof at the smallest thing. He did like pipe in to say that the reason we have not seen, what's it called, Sweet Home? We've not seen Sweet Home because you're always running around doing stuff. That's what he said. So I imagine we'll be seeing it soon. All right. So here we go. Just Eva, 218 words cleaning up a scene. Yay. I'm going to be tidying up my manuscript. I have half a dozen Word docs that I need to put into one. This is always good. All right. MM Ward, I'm a 1K 60-minute sprint person. So about 1,000 words an hour.
An hour. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's about, when I'm writing at the beach, I'm like 1,000 to 1,200. I need to figure out a way to up my writing speed while I'm in my office because I still am like just slow as sludge. Like 600, 800 words an hour. All right. So, just Eva, I dislike jump scares. You've sold me on trying the series. Ooh, look at you. Okay. M.M. Ward, my middle got me a Clever Fox planner for Christmas, but I'm not connecting to it. I hope you come back. Come to the Plannerama.
Is it like the big one or like the 12-week one or like? I may have bought like each of them just to try them out, so I'm just curious.
I'm just curious which one it is. I don't use that one, so I have no idea. But yes, tell your troubles to Caro. She can She can tell you her best practices with that. All right. Oh my gosh, recovering from COVID, December turned into 2021 practice. I got the entire first quarter of my editing finished and publishing schedule done. Look at you. I hope that you are feeling much better and that it wasn't like really, really terrible. I'm glad that you're on the mend, though. Very glad. All right, Spence, I'm supposed to be as in wanting to be writing or arting. Oh, we talked about this? I'm drowning in mess and chaos. Being here is a big deal right now. I'm bullet journaling and planning baby steps to making. We are here with you, honey. All right, here we go. Eva says, do tomorrow, do tomorrow. Yes, yes, words to live by. All right, here we go. CEO Savvy, this is regarding the conversation about Carrow going right to the middle for Mad Raptor submissions. The middle of the manuscript is like that junk drawer no one's supposed to see, except Carrow goes straight for it. Doesn't that sound exactly Carrow? Okay. Is Robert really Bat Sith? I love that. I will say that when I initially saw that, I thought it said something else. Anybody else? No, no, just me.
I think we've invented a new phrase.
I know. I sort of love it. I sort of love it. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious. All right, here's a segment from my middle today. My lady, it is not a pasta. The closest word is tentacle with the meat. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Also, I'm not hungry for lunch anymore. Okay, so Laurel's struggling today. It's a social media day, struggling on every level. I have definitely been feeling that. Mary's here. Hey, Mary, we're so glad you're here today. She would have been here sooner, but had to take care of some adulting stuff. I get that. All right. 568 from Just Eva. Nice work. Very good. Joanne Jahan gives you a little clap. Spence got breakfast, vitamins, lunch for Mini Spence, and sent Mr. Spence off to work. No more distraction. Good work. Ooh, Just Eva says, looks like a good concept for a comic panel, too. I'm sure talking about your super cool thing.
I'm working on a mock-up since I found that, so I want to try something.
That's awesome. That's super cool. All right, Allie's here. Hey, Allie. It feels like it's been forever. Us too. We hope you're doing great also. Thank you for being here today. Dawdling Writers here. Hello. We're so glad you made it today. Everybody's so exciting. Ooh, Mary says, the guys who wrote Make Time have also made an app. That is hilarious because they spend a good chunk of the book trying to tell you to get rid of some of your apps. But I will check it out because I love them. All right, fantastic. Thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate it. I really have connected to this book in a way that I have not connected to a time kind of book in a long time. All right. CEO Savvy, creating a table of contents for my digital series Bible in Google Docs. Linking all my brainstorming, plot, setting, character docs since I'm 3 books in with my YA anime fantasy organization needed. Yeah. I have never written a series. I plan to at some point in the future. And that is the thing that terrifies me is I don't have any problem plotting out a single novel, but the idea of a mass, especially for an ongoing series without a complete story
like a static series.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for being my writer today because I lost the word. So thanks for jumping in there. Hey, I wanted to ask you something before because you mentioned a beat sheet, and it occurred to me as we were doing this sprint that that some of our chatters may not be familiar with the term. Would you like to explain what a beat sheet is?
Well, you know what? I actually want to start by asking a question. Is it specifically a Save the Cat thing, or is a beat sheet just
no? It's a TV thing.
Yeah, I was about to say. So the beat sheet came from visual entertainment, because if you take a look at TV shows, movies, and stuff like that, they always cover certain points. And
it's
so
what happens? Storyboard kind of thing.
Yeah,
exactly. It's the literary translation of a storyboard for a TV or something visual.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, just each Post-it has I wouldn't even call it necessarily a scene or a chapter, but just, yeah, a beat, like a moment in the story that I know needs to happen. And I'm using Save the Cat, so I have it split into 3 acts, and Act 2 is like 2 parts because it's long. And I'm trying to keep it really flexible so that I'm not trying to think in order. I mean, like certain things do have to be, like the catalyst goes at a certain point and all, but especially in the middle, I'm trying to keep it flexible and just write down things that I see happening that would be fun, and then like put them up on the board and hoping that later I can find the order and rearrange them and see new scenes that will connect this one to this one,
Right.
and so forth. Yeah.
I do the same thing, but not necessarily on sticky notes all the time. I've used sticky notes. I've just jotted it down in notebooks or screen cards. But the thing that kind of helped me, at least for more action oriented, but I guess it could apply to any story, was what Larry Brooks said about the middle act and dividing it up into 4 parts. And that quarter you get to up to the midpoint is sort of like the hero taking a bit of a defeat, and you get to that midpoint and they discover something that the problem is much bigger than they suspected it would be.
Right.
And then in dealing with that, the 3rd quarter is like getting their inner hero on. It's either training or research or whatever. Yeah, you probably know all this. So that kind of helped me come up with better scenes that fit the criteria. But yeah, the middle act used to be a real problem because I would throw everything up at the kitchen sink, and it still seemed to be lacking because you don't have.
There are only two real like in fiction. There are really only 2 outcomes as the hero moves along the path to try and solve the big story goal. And there are 2 things. So one, either they fail, they have little section goals all the way to accomplish their big story goal, save the universe, whatever, right? But there are only 2 outcomes along the way, and they are, one, that they fail to complete their small goal that puts them on the path to the big goal, right? So they have to do this in order to get, they have to do A in order to get to B, but they fail at A, and so now they have to find a new path to B. And the other outcome is that they succeed at A, but then they find out the big problem is way worse than they thought, which is what you just alluded to. So you have that. And I also find that when I write the initial beats, that sometimes in the middle section especially, that you kind of sometimes put things a little out of order. And I think that is, for me at least, the beauty of the sticky notes, because you not only see what's missing as you're starting to write, but also if you need to move something up, you can, or you need to move something back. And I don't do a ton of moving in the beginning or, the Act 1 or Act 3, but I often move things a lot in the middle just to make sure that the story's going along. So I think that's, is this the first time you plotted this way? Or is it pretty similar to your usual usual strategy?
No, it's pretty similar. Like, this is usually how I start. I'm just trying, like, I'm usually a little bit more rigid, especially if it's something that's on a deadline or for a client, and like, I just try to nail down the structure really. And this time I'm just really trying to be more flexible with it, because I don't want to crush the idea.
Outlining it to death. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, that's great. And this is your project, right? This is one that you're not under contract for yet. You're not, right? It's all, so it's just your precious little baby, right? And you just want to, I love that though. That's like that feeling at the beginning is, right? Isn't it the best? You have to scream.
It's so bad. I love it.
It really is the best. All right, that's awesome. Well, thank you for explaining. It just occurred to me afterwards, that's the same method that I use, but I have a background in advertising and television, and so it occurred to me other people may not know what that means, and so thank you for explaining. All right, SEO savvy, creating a table. Oh, we already just talked about that. There you go. Jeannie Marcella says, now that's a horror story. Jump scares are so overused and predictable. I feel like I jumped somewhere, but Joanne Ninja Hen is with me. She screams at jump scares. There you go. And she laughs at pratfalls too. Horror Geek is like that. He's like, God forbid if anything really terrible happens, because he cannot stop himself from laughing if someone falls over. and he's a genuinely nice person. So he's like, I can't help it. Charlie is here. Hello. I love that avatar. That's so cool. All right. We're so glad you're here today. I think you're new to the stream. Thank you so much for being here today. And we are going to get back into writing in just a couple of minutes. We're taking a little break right now. Joanne Ninja Hen. Oh, sorry. We just did that. Really, honestly, I cannot manage the comments today. CEO Savvy, you don't want to jump scare me. I'm going to scream and punch you in the throat. CEO Savvy, girlfriend, right? Twins. That's right. Very good job. Okay, MM Ward says, Carol Brown, it's the 6-month weekly Clever Fox Planner. Jeannie Marcella also had some trouble. She says, hope you're feeling better, to MM Ward. Started off with the 3-month Clever Fox, just couldn't deal with all the fill-ins, switched to something similar and starting from there. My new pretty planner that I got was an Erin Condren planner, and I have to say it's working really well for me. MM Ward, simpler. Jeannie Marcella, I need coffee. I think I'm nearly sleepwatching at this point. Oh my gosh. Mary has not read the book yet, the Make Time book that I'm madly in love with, but I've read articles on the website. Very nice. Look who's here. Hello. We're so glad to see you, Mr. Brown. Laurel, I like the Harmon way of looking at it. The MC gets what he wants and then realizes it wasn't what he needed.
Yep.
And Eva says, a wee babe of an idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds like an awesome place to start up a brand new sprint. So let's get our little timer up. Yay. All right. Here we go. Robert, would you like to say nice things before we start sprinting today?
Sure.
I'll try to behave myself this time and push the button on time. I won't mess with you like I did with Caro. Okay, go ahead.
Come right on the dark side. The dark is always waiting.
That's it. All right, here we go. You heard him, man. Let's get it.
2, 1, spread.
Everybody loves that. All right. Good job, you guys. Fantastic. How did everybody do?
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. I have been social mediaing away. All right, here we go. Let's, we had a couple more folks join the chat about the planning and bullet journals, etc. Spence says, I just ordered a new bullet journal specifically for the holidays. Next year, just for the holidays. Oh, just like a dedicated holiday planner. That's kind of awesome. You must really love the holidays. CO Savvy says, happy hump day, Mr. Brown. Eva is flying through pages with journaling consistently. Suppose she'll go journal shopping too, since we mentioned it. Feel free to blame it on us. We don't mind a bit. Spence, 12 months of Christmas, everything else that happens every week from September to December 31st. Laurel gets a new bullet journal today. Yay. All right. Yay. Joanne and Jahan fleeing to the dinner table till later. Thank you so much for being here today. We're so glad you made it. Mary Wimbley says, story detective, my son heard you're drawing Spider-Man and he's super interested, wants to buy something from you. You know where to find him. Yeah, he's around.
Yeah, I'm around. I did my paste up, by the way. I didn't add anything to this. This is just a cut and paste because I wanted to know what it would look like.
Ooh, that's so cool. Robert.
It does look pretty cool with that background. So I do want to do something with actual line art with that, but I didn't add anything to this. It's just cut and paste. But I ordered some Frisket for my actual drawing because that one will be more in my usual style, which it's not totally dissimilar to this, but I'm kind of a paint the world black kind of guy because, you know, Bat Sith.
Of course, Bat Sith. Yeah, you need a T-shirt that says that, Robert. I think that should be the first item in your merch store when you finally get that up and rolling. Bat Sith.
It could happen.
Yeah, I think that's it. I feel like there's art coming with that. There's some catchy sayings. I'm feeling Bat Sith. I'm really feeling it. All right, Michael's here. Hello. We're so glad you made it today. Ooh, Laurel got a new video uploaded. I am so proud of you. Now feel epically drained of all physical and creative energy. Time to try and deal with Instagram now, I guess. Sweetie, I'm so proud of you for just crashing through all that stuff, because I know you said earlier that you were really not feeling it today. Mary has switched to her phone so she can also hang out with Kid. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging with both of us. Allie's finally got the scene Sammy planned after researching and thinking. Yay. Eva just got distracted with food and chats. Negative about 130 words. Let's see. Spence decided to be really extra with the art in my bullet journal this month. It's ultra satisfying. Lots of suns and moons. I do think there's something true about, like, the prettier your planner is, like, the more you want to look at it, the more you sort of stick with it. So M.M. Ward had a bowl of split pea soup for lunch, even though it's only 10:30 because I've been up since 4:05. You're going to need a nap. Bridget says, nice work. I love Spidey. He's one of my faves.
He was my childhood favorite, too. I pulled up a Batman that's 100% me with an cut and paste, and you can see the kind of, this is more my style.
Oh, wait, there. Oh, wow. Look at you. That's so cool, Robert. Oh, my gosh. You should consider doing that professionally, dude. You're pretty awesome.
I know.
Hashtag Bat Sith. All right, there we go. Bridget got 600 words in a scene. I'm not sure if I'm keeping it or not. We feel ya. Charlie was trying to complete the month of December for a bullet journal for my friend. Oh, that's cool. It's from January to December 2021 to 22. Very nice. Awesome. Charlie says that is so cool. You could make them into prints, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to have some prints on my website when it gets going.
On your new website? Let's talk about that. What's that URL again, Robert?
Well, the new website is going to be mostly Star Wars oriented because I'm starting a different channel and some different reviews. It's going to be Star Wars stuff and lightsaber stuff, but it'll still have story oriented things with characters and analyzing the movies. But I also have some Star Wars prints, and there may be some superhero type prints on the website in the not too distant future. I need to resize things and get them up to spec.
And the website is
GrievousLayerLightsabers.com.
All right. Very good. Caro, you could be an awesome person and put that in the chat for us, please. I would love to do that for you. I will already love you forever, but that would be super helpful. Thank you so much. All right. You are awesome. Bridget says you're multi-talented. Laurel says, nice, Robert. And CO Savvy Detective. Love it.
That sounds a little
we got a lot of ideas in there. Let's see if we can't make that work. Just cram it in there. That's good. So we have 15 minutes left. We could either use that time to do a 10-minute sprint and then try and do our outros and probably be late because I think we all know me, or we could do a quick chat about, there we go. Caro, thank you so much for putting that up. GrievousLayerLightsabers.com. Very nice. So everybody make a little note of that. I will be putting that in the chat or in the description below so that if you are not writing it down right this second, you can do that. Just bookmark
you'll also get to see Amy's design work. So this is a collaborative thing. So anyone thinking of hiring Amy will be able to see all of her glory as well.
What kind of work she does. I am hiring Amy. I'm super excited about that. My website needs like a big overhaul. We had a chat the other day, and we're gonna get excited and start after she finishes yours.
And if you want to see some of her work, you can go over to madraptorproductions.com because she made that entire website from scratch. She was like, "What do you think about this?" And I was like, "Whatever you want to do. Like you just."
Let's put a link to that. madraptorproductions.com. There we go. I just put it in. Ta-da! All right, fantastic.
I don't know what to say. I've been sitting here the whole time, like,
Amy, you are deserving of love and full of light, and people appreciate you. Nope, make eye contact. Stop that.
No, I totally turned my whole head away.
So before we got started, I asked everybody what you really want to accomplish as far as your big main project for 2021. Does anybody have an answer for that?
Live through 2021. I'm keeping it simple.
Right? Stay alive. I like it, Carol. I think you can make that happen. Story Detective, what about you?
Well, like I said, I'm going to get the website done. I'm going to get my short done. And after that, it's back to working on the series. And if I could get that, at least the first novel, up and running in 2021, that would be great. But I think this short will be a good intro to the series, since it's both about Sherlock Holmes. And then hopefully start revamping and replanning either my other series or one of my one-off kind of novels. There's various things to do, and after taking a break, I'm wanting to work on it, and I'm thinking about several things and wanting to work on them, but I don't want to take on too much, so I'm going to start small and slow and build it up from there.
That is really awesome. I know my sort of goal list for 2021 is about half the size it normally is, but I really want to, I really called it down to things that are super, super important to me. One of them is to finish this book that I have been working on for a while. And so that is my main goal. And the other thing is I want to get back to writing at least 5 days a week, which throughout the pandemic, I have really struggled with my normal writing schedule. So I have like completely reprioritized my schedule so that I'm writing first every day. I'm not checking email. I'm not looking to see whether or not the world is burned down. I'm not doing anything until after I have knocked out my writing time. So fingers crossed, this will be the magical solution that I have been searching for. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. Amy, how about you? What's your big thing?
My big thing. Actually, I got this idea from Carrow, which probably come as no surprise since Carrow's a big supporter of my professional development. But Carrow mentioned in a previous stream that she wants to look at 2021 as year of the acorn, because she's got a lot of projects going and she's trying to look at it with the intent of I'm planting the seeds that are going to grow into big things in the future.
Yes.
And as soon as she said it like that, I was like, oh, I'm totally going to steal that. Yeah, and so I did. That. And Carol even sent me an acorn-shaped sticker because she knew I was going to steal it and run with it. And so that's how I'm looking at 2021 also. I have, yes.
Yeah.
This wasn't the sticker. I just put this in my book.
Yes.
I love that idea.
Isn't it great? So that's how I'm looking at 2021. I have, professional development, new projects, I'm thinking about completely rebranding my LinkedIn profile because now I've done a lot more website construction. So why not call myself, a website consultant instead of just an SEO consultant?
Yeah.
What she's telling you is that she's actually been expanding her branding and she's not told anybody. Ooh!
Carol, no.
You're the one that opened your mouth. I'm just pointing it out.
Okay, but yes, so I'm looking at 2021 like that too. And I'm trying to intentionally make a list of actions that are going to be my acorns. So basically just building, I know I'm still in the baby steps of my career, so building it out some more. That's my big intention for 2021.
I love that. I love the acorn concept. Michelle, big thing.
Yes.
Big thing for 2021. The one thing you really like to get done.
I want to write this book of my own again and send it to my agent. And I can't say sell it because that's out of my control, but I would like to go on submission this year or next year. Almost this year.
You're going to do it. You got it.
It's been a long time.
Yes, that's what we're doing this year. My goal is to. So here's a good question for you, because I do not write the whole thing before I go on submission. I will write, like, depending on the book, somewhere between 5 and 10 chapters. Like, they will be super, super solid and I'll feel great about them. I end with a place where you're dying to finish the rest. Well, I hope you're dying to finish the rest. And then submit and then continue to work. Is that what you're doing? Yeah, is that what you're going to be doing?
No, I have done that in the past.
Yeah.
I was able to do that with publishers I had worked with before, like Sell and Proposal, and it worked and it was great. I think this time, though, I want to write the whole book. I just think it's a middle grade fantasy, and I think the way things are with middle grade and almost any fantasy right now, and also keeping in mind that I have a sales record and it's not good, that a publisher would rather read the whole thing than take a chance on a proposal. I think it'll just give me a little bit of a better shot.
All right, that's awesome.
So that's my plan.
Awesome. All right, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for you. And you're talking about, like, what is for middle grade? What's your word count? What will that be around? What's your target for that?
My target for this is about 70,000. I think that's about right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, cool. The fantasy and middle grade tends to run just a little bit longer.
Yeah, well, fantasy, I think for any,
in general,
exactly, tends to, because you have like a whole entire world you have to build.
Yeah.
Mary says, Jamie and I want to get Midnight Days up on Wattpad in 2021. Nice. We are here for that. Good job. Spence has a super secret project. I want to dole out in early 2021 and publish my vampire Christmas romance. I am so here for the vampire Christmas romance.
I don't get this in my life by that due date. I'm just going to send you a strongly worded letter. That's it.
That's good. All right. Right, because you're wanting, yeah. Okay, good. All right, same as 2020. Finish my open series, self-published Prep My Relic of Time, and Shadow Wars series. That's what MM Ward is going to do this year. Super proud of you. That is fantastic. Michael Chen has a question for Mary. Do you need to create an account for Wattpad, or can you just hit it up? Let's see. Wattpad wants you to have a login. All right. Mary says you may be able to read without an account, but if you want to write, you obviously have to have one. That makes sense. And MM Ward says they no longer allow just reading without an account since they started the Wattpad paid stories. Okay, that's nice. Oh my God, CO, I thought the exact same thing. Year of the Acorn. I'm just a squirrel trying to find a nut. All right, fantastic. That is hilarious. Okay, thank you. CO Savvy, yes. CO says last one for 2020. Guy, you made it. We're so glad you're here. Guess what? We are just about to end, but we're so glad you're here. We're super, super glad you're here. So thank you guys all for being here.
Sorry, never mind.
What?
I was just going to say, Sky popped on. If you guys like paranormal Christmas stories, she has a story out called Dear Satan.
She also
Carol ruined her own punchline. She cut off her mic.
Stop that, Sky. Sky wanted to also avoid eye contact, but she couldn't, so she made my mic stop working. No, Sky likes to ninja release stuff. So if you don't follow Sky like on Facebook, go do that, because that's pretty much the only way you're gonna find out when something comes out.
Right, right. There's no big fanfare. So, all right. Well, that is awesome. If I'll try and get a link to that in the description. Also, link to Sky's new book.
I got the link for you. I'll put it in the.
Oh, bless you. You're awesome. All right. Sky says, I came to support. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Well, thank all of you for all of your support this year for our little channel, for this little live stream, and mostly for supporting each other, because this is like such an awesome community. I love, like, you guys are like my favorite thing about Wednesdays. So Sky says fanfare starts when I have paperbacks, Carol Brown. You know what?
We gotta celebrate. Celebrate.
Right. Let's not save that celebrating for later, right? Carol's like, okay. Charlie, thank you so much for the streams just before 2021. Have a great day. Charlie, thank you so much for being here. We are so glad that you showed up today. I just saw Sia Savvy's comment. 1,000 mimosas for Lisa's 1,000 subs. I am super, super on board with that plan. Michael says, thanks, bye, Happy New Year. Laurel says, take care, everybody. Happy New Year. Before we go, super quick, let's everybody say goodbye and tell a little about your channel. Caro, I'm going to start with you.
Hi, my name is Carol Brown. My channel is about the life of Carol Brown, which at this moment is on hiatus because there is a cross-country move in progress right now. So, and then I don't know when that's going to happen because my internet and location, lots of things are shaky right now. I'm not actually sure where in Florida I'm going at the moment. When I find out, I'll let y'all know. But I got some books out. If you guys are looking to support an author, please buy the audiobook because I get those royalties a lot faster than the other way.
Yes, and if you have, if you do not already have an Audible account, you can get your first audiobook for free, and that could be Carow's book.
Yeah.
Yes, so, exactly.
But that's me. Thanks for having me. Always appreciate it. Sorry, I was kind of like I'm listening, but I'm also working at the same time.
Well, that's what we do here. So we are just glad you're here. Story Detective, take us out.
Well, my current channel is The Story Detective, where we analyze all things story-oriented under a Sherlockian microscope. My second one is going to be Grievous Lightsabers, where we touch a little bit on the dark side, so I can say detective, dark side detective.
Oh, I love that, Dark Side Detective. That's pretty cool. All right,
that could be a thing.
It It could be. Although I don't know, will anything beat the whole that's a thing? I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a high hurdle to beat. That's a very high hurdle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, your channel is awesome. We're definitely looking forward to the new channel, and I will put the link to the brand new site in the description below. MM Ward, thank you for reminding everybody. Stickers and Liquor and Stickers is happening on Sunday on CARROW'S channel, 8 p.m. And we are going to be doing our planning for 2021. Michelle, give us your little outro.
All right, I'm Michelle. I'm a middle grade and young adult author, and my YouTube channel is Writing Workshops and Traditional Publishing Chats.
Yay! We're so glad you're here today. Amy, what would you like to say before we go?
I am in a professional transition seer. But yeah, I'm an SEO consultant who's just getting better at my job, I guess. And don't have any channel or website or anything because I'm also a hermit SEO consultant. And yeah. So thank you for entertaining my participation in these productivity sprints. And I look forward to this time.
Oh, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you to all of you for making this my 1,000 subscriber day. I'm super excited. Daly, if you want to write a book you're super proud of and get it published, you're already here. Yay.
Yay.
All right, everybody. Bye-bye. We will see you in 2021.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks for being here. We love you.
Merry Christmas.